Long ago, in the ancient kingdom of Videha, people often spoke of two words together: knowing and seeing. To ordinary ears, they sounded simple, but the wise understood their deeper meaning. Knowing was the nature of wisdom, and seeing was its power. True wisdom was not just learning facts, it was the ability to understand life clearly, to see causes and effects, to know what is right and wrong, and to act accordingly. Many people believed that education alone was wisdom. They studied in schools, colleges, and universities, gathering knowledge. But the wise taught that this was only sutta, what is heard and remembered. It was not yet wisdom. Wisdom arose only when that learning was practiced, reflected upon, and experienced deeply. There were three kinds of knowledge. The first was Suddhamaya Jnana, knowledge gained from learning. The second was Chintamaya Jnana, knowledge arising from deep independent insight, without being taught, something only Buddhas and Paccekabuddhas truly possessed. The third was Bhavanamaya Jnana, knowledge developed through meditation and direct experience. When these matured, true wisdom appeared. With wisdom, a person could understand life fully. Problems would dissolve, suffering would lessen, and life would become smooth and peaceful. While ordinary people relied only on what their eyes could see, the wise understood that sight alone was incomplete. Seeing only shows one side, but wisdom reveals the whole truth. Among those blessed with extraordinary wisdom was a young boy named Mahasada. Though only a child, he possessed remarkable intelligence, sharpened through countless past lives of learning, questioning, and reflection. While others struggled to solve even simple problems, Mahasada could uncover truth effortlessly, sometimes just by thinking. At the age of 7, he settled a strange dispute between a human and a diva over a carriage. Instead of arguing, he used observation. He made them pull the carriage and watched carefully. The one who grew tired and began to sweat was clearly human. In this simple yet brilliant way, he revealed the truth. Hearing of his brilliance, the king of Videha wished to bring him to the palace, but a jealous minister named Sanaka insisted on testing the boy further. So the king sent a series of riddles and challenges to Mahasada's village. The first challenge was a smooth piece of wood, perfectly shaped so no one could tell which end was the root and which was the tip. The villagers were confused, but Mahasada calmly tied a thread at its center and placed it in water. One end sank first. Since the root of a tree is denser and heavier, he identified it correctly. Another challenge involved two skulls, one male and one female. While others saw no difference, Mahasada observed carefully and pointed out that male skull sutures were straighter, while female ones were more curved. Again, he was correct. Then came two snakes. By studying their heads and tails, he explained that the male had a thicker head and tail, while the females were more slender. His answer once more amazed the king. Next came a riddle: a white bull with horns on its feet, a hump on its head, and the ability to crow 3 times a day. The villagers were puzzled. No such bull existed. But Mahasada smiled and said, "Why send a white rooster?" The spurs were its horns, the comb its hump, and its crowing matched perfectly. The riddle was solved. Challenge after challenge followed. A ruby with a curved hole that no one could thread, Mahasada used honey and ants to pull the thread through. A demand for a bull to give birth, he cleverly exposed the impossibility through logic. Orders to make rope from sand or bring a pond and garden from the forest. He responded with equally clever reasoning, revealing the absurdity of each demand. In every situation, Mahasada showed that wisdom was not just knowledge. It was the ability to investigate, observe, and think deeply. He never accepted things at face value. Like a skilled craftsman sharpening a blade, he continuously refined his mind through careful attention and reflection. The king grew more and more eager to meet this extraordinary child. Yet even as tests continued and obstacles appeared, Mahasada's wisdom never failed. He proved again and again that a truly wise person can overcome any difficulty, not through force, but through understanding. The story of Mahasada teaches a simple but powerful truth. Wisdom is the greatest strength. It sees what eyes cannot see, understands what others cannot grasp, and solves problems that seem impossible. And so those who heard his story were encouraged to do the same, to learn, to reflect, to observe, and to practice. For wisdom does not arise by chance, it is cultivated. May all who seek it grow in understanding, overcome their difficulties, and live in peace and happiness.